So thank you so much for coming out to see us today on what I believe is our... How many times have we been here now? Probably 8 or something like that.
It's the 7th time.
So, you know,
yeah, and it's the 4th time hosting you right now. Before it was the online concert. So I hope you're not getting tired of my face every time you come here.
How could you get tired of that face? No.
Thank you. So I won't ask my question anymore. I would like to give the floor to our media friends who wanted to ask you since like 10 a.m. They're here 10 a.m.
Some of them briefly saw us when we came into the wrong room.
Yeah.
All right, so the first in line will be philstar.com. Philstar.com?
Oh, God.
Okay, you need to run.
Hey, Philstar.
You only need like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Here we
2,
go.
1. Philstar.com.
My microphone's a bit lower than all the others. So.
There.
John?
Is it working for philstar.com?
That is microphone needs to be done.
Just project.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, I've got an idea. Come on over here.
He's going to propose.
I'm not proposing.
So, 25 years in the industry, so what's your secret of being together?
What's our secret?
Secret of being together for 25 years.
Wow. I don't know if there's any one secret, apart from I'm just such a great guy that they just really want to hang out with me lots. That's the only thing I can think of.
The only thing.
Only the only thing.
It's all that matters.
Yeah.
There you
I
are.
think you said it earlier about it's our fans.
Yeah.
We have to thank for us still doing this after all these years. We are so grateful that 25 years after we wrote some of these songs, people still want to hear our songs. And when we come here, we're being treated so fantastically. We've been greeted with smiles and enthusiasm and joy. And that makes us so happy. It makes us want to continue doing what we do.
Absolutely.
I think this can come up still a little bit. I don't know if this
Yeah,
is...
more volume for Christian.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, that's...
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, still lower than this, but that's fine.
All right, thank you so much, philstar.com. We got Nia Retro 1059. Nia Retro.
Still not working.
I'm actually hoping the mic isn't working so I can do the same.
I think it is working now.
Oh!
Either that or you've got a very loud voice.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, hello guys, welcome to the Philippines for the 7th time.
Hello.
I'm Johnny from Media Retro 159. My question is, from day 1 to 25 years, is there any significant change that you've seen with one another? We don't want generalization. Could it be more specific? What has changed with Ben, Christian, and Paul?
Oh, this is so. How are we going to answer this? Because I'm sure we will have
Because
very
there
good
has
answers.
to, I mean, besides a little bit of gray hair here and there,
Well, yeah, there's obviously in time. There's always going to be the cosmetic changes. That's something that we can't. We all go through. Nobody can avoid that.
I think Mark has got better looking. He's a very handsome man. Don't you agree?
He needed to get better looking, mate.
Oh,
Oh, not so great.
Oh, well, I think that stuff that doesn't matter. But in terms more, obviously the biggest changes are family, and how obviously 3 of the guys are fathers now, dads, and have kids. Ben has 1 baby girl, Sky, and another one on the way. Christian's just recently become a dad for the first time with Cara,
6 months.
6 months old, and Paul is a dad twice over with Amelia and.
And they're just the ones I know about, guys. You know?
This is too loud, this is not even on.
And I think family changes everything because it changes your focus and your priorities. Because obviously everything that you do, every time you travel, you're thinking about leaving your family. And I think family is probably the biggest change to any band, and actually connects to our new single. We have a new song out called "Call Me When You Land."
Yes.
And that's something that everyone can relate to, but us particularly, leaving our families behind. And you often hear your family say, "Hey, call me when you land. Call me when you land." And I think that's something that we can all relate to. Like, I know that Paul, you speak to your kids every night, don't you? Whilst you're over here.
I've been FaceTiming them.
Yeah.
They're still very silly. And yesterday they just ignored me because they were playing a game. But they're like, all right, Dad. It's like I was in the room. All right, Dad. And they just carry on doing their thing. But yeah, call them every day.
My daughter yesterday made me sing happy birthday to every single one of her teddy bears. On the phone while I was at the airport at the pub. So I was sitting there in the bar singing happy birthday to all sorts of creatures.
And any other changes that you've all noticed or over the years?
Well, there's an obvious change. We don't live anywhere near each other anymore.
This is true. We're now in 2 different countries.
Why are these all,
They've all gone down now.
Yeah. So me and Christian live in Norway, where we, well, you didn't live in Norway before either, did you? You lived in London. Paul and Mark's still in the UK.
We
but
live in
opposite
opposite ends of the country, yeah. Nowhere near each other.
So this is actually like a good time for us to hang out as well as doing a concert, because we don't really see each other outside doing concerts, do we? It's just impossible. Yeah.
Except for at weddings. We've been hanging out at some weddings recently. Christian recently got married, and Ben was married last year, and we had some downtime with each other. We of course we sang at each other's weddings as well. So we don't get as much time together as we'd like. But yeah, that was a nice question. A very, very nice question. Did we?
It's actually 2-part.
So
with this changes now, you see each other and say to yourself, and then let's spend another 25 years with these guys, or is it
time to call it a day.
Well, I'll tell you what, my dad is he's 78 years old now, and he's a singer as well. And he just did over 60 concerts this year so far. And that's because when he broke through in Norway in the late 60s and the early 70s, obviously his fans from back then will always remember his songs as part of their youth and growing up. And I think it's the same for us, that for those years back around late 90s and early 2000s, for anyone growing up in that era, our songs will always remind them of their youth, and it will be reminiscing for us. If we're 78 years old, our fans when they're 70 will always still remember these songs for that. So I'm hoping that it's going to look a bit like this. Yes.
They may not be able to actually hear us anymore, but they'll enjoy watching the show probably.
But who knows? Maybe when we're 78, we'll be doing 60.
We'll still be doing this.
All right, thank you so much. Next in line, we got When in Manila. When in Manila. All right.
When in Manila?
That is a good question. What? When in Manila?
Yeah.
I like this whole topic of change. I don't see how much you guys have changed, but I'd like to think I also have not changed from 35 years ago. I've been listening to your music since I was like, don't do the math.
That means you have great taste.
But I'd like to continue with the changes question. So how much have you changed, like when you do your concerts now, how different is it from how you did them 25 years ago? But also how do you tackle each concert that you do in Manila, given that difference?
We're so lucky, especially with the technology nowadays, because we can actually check analytics on Spotify. We know exactly which songs are big where in the world. So that's a big change for us. Also, there's far more music for us to choose from, because we've been making music all this time. We've never stopped doing that. And that's all I can think of. Anyone want to add to that?
Well, we actually ask our fans as well what songs they'd like to hear, and they've let us know over the years what songs are really big over here. Yes, oh, there we are.
In case you didn't know who these guys were, these are the ones with makeup on.
So the concert now, it's still most of the hits. I think the way it's changed over the years is we've just brought a lot of experience, a lot of our individual experience to the show. So I feel like we always aim to make every next show better than the last. That's what every artist, performer does. Same with songwriting. You always aim to make the next song better than the last. And we really feel that this concert is going to be us at our strongest.
How many concerts do you think we've done in our entire career? What do you reckon? Thousands?
It's got to be thousands.
Okay, we'll just say it's like
headline concerts.
Yeah, like 2,000 maybe concerts.
No,
No, I don't know. Well, if it,
We might have done that many shows.
Alright, so even if it's like 1,500
We've done about
times we've
10.
done, this is going to be 1,500 times better than the first one we did.
Yes.
So that's good. There's the headline, isn't it? 1,500 times better than the first concert.
So simple, just rolls off the tongue.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, we'll be expecting that on the 14th and 15th here in Manila.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course. All right, we got our next media outlet. We got Barangay LS 97.1 Forever. Forever?
Yeah, forever, baby.
Forever, ever?
Are you here?
Where is...
They were forever.
If
but
you
now
won't be
they're
here,
not.
it's not forever anymore.
No.
Right? So
Forever
they're not
is
here.
last forever.
All right, next in line we got Inquirer.net.
Oh, great.
Inquirer.net. It's your time to shine.
Did you forget that you were from the Inquiry?
You thought you were from inquirer.org.
He got starstruck.
Yeah.
So, hello.
Hi.
And my question for you guys is, for each member, what is your definition or how do you feel towards when you say or when you sing Call Me When You Land? For each member, what is your own definition?
When we sing Come When You Land, for me personally, I think of when we wrote it, because we'd not seen each other for such a long time, and it was one of the first times we got to spend like a few days together in the studio, in Chris's studio in Oslo, and just really enjoyed each other's company, and we missed each other, and we got to write a song about that really, so it was nice.
I think what I feel about that song, I feel like one of the lines from the song, which is hug them while you can. And you know, there was a time that we've all been through where we weren't allowed to hug each other. Even family members, grandparents couldn't hug their grandkids. And so I think that's, you know, very much in the same way I think about doing these concerts now 25 years later. I want to be really present and enjoy it and really treasure each moment. And that's what the song is about. We want to treasure the moments with the people we love while we can. And with these concerts, we really want to treasure the moments here, that we're here. We can actually, wow, think about 25 years later, the songs that started in our little heads. On the other side of the planet, there are people who still know these melodies and these lyrics. And to me, that's, I think also to answer one of the previous questions, the biggest change for me personally is that I can enjoy it a lot more now, instead of just always looking at the next thing. I can be present in the moment.
Yeah, similar for me, the sentiment of the song really connects with me massively. And it always, you know, the thought of, you know, calling your loved ones when you land. Because we've been traveling now since we were kids pretty much. We've been doing this for 25 years. We started off when Ben was 16, I was like 19. We were all very young. And we've been away from our families for most of our lives. And back in the day, we weren't actually able to call our families. Because when we went to Japan, our phones didn't work at all. So there wasn't so much communication. So we're in a very communicative time right now, obviously, and social media is a fantastic thing, and FaceTime and Zoom and things like that. You are able to keep in touch with your family. So we feel like this song is very, very prevalent for right now, particularly with what everybody's been going through recently. So the song connects with me in a massive way, and just that thought of being able to call a loved one that you don't get to see very often, I think that's something that everyone can relate to. And I've certainly had somebody say to me many times, "Hey Mark, call me when you land." And I'm sure all of you have as well. And that's what the song's all about.
And one of my favourite lyrics is in the chorus. It says, "Go see mum and dad." And I think, you know, we spend so much of our time being so busy with our own lives and got to plan this, plan that, go there, blah, blah, but actually just remember to take some time out and go and see the people that you love while they're around, for you to see them, because we're all dead a long time. So, you know, just appreciate it.
And on that cheerful note, we think we're going to call it a day.
All right, thank you so much, Inquirer.net. We got also Mellow 94.7. Mellow 94.7.
947.
Are you here? If you're not here, we're gonna call the next in line. Okay, we got Wish 1075.
Hey, Wish!
Wish 1075, are you here?
We wish you would ask a question.
And wish you a Merry Christmas, I guess.
Wish you
Okay, you're not here. How about Pep? Pep?
A pep talk.
Oh, there you go. At least we know that he's here.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Just expand more on that earlier question. Were there things that during your heydays you kind of not really enjoyed much or appreciated much, which you appreciate now, 25 years later?
That's right.
Whether that's in maybe your music, the fans, or touring itself.
So were you saying what things specifically do we appreciate more now
Yeah, as compared to
as opposed to when we first started out? Well, I mean, we get the opportunity to actually appreciate what we do now a lot more than we did back in the day, because as we've expressed previously, we didn't have time. We were really caught up in a whirlwind back in those days, and every single moment of our days, of our weeks, of our months were scheduled for us, and we were just caught up in that whirlwind that we didn't really take the moments to breathe it all in and just soak in what was going on. And we were having a fantastic time. It was incredible what we were all achieving together. But we were so concerned with, I wonder what number in the charts this song's going to go to. I wonder what number the next song's going to go to. And it was always, all of our focus was on that. Now we don't have quite so much of that pressure on our shoulders. Now we just feel so grateful that here we are 25 years later still doing it. So actually you just kind of appreciate everything. You appreciate every opportunity you get. Now when we put on another show at Manila, and then we're told that the first night is sold out, and that we're going to do another one, that just fills us up. That's just the most amazing thing. And we never take that for granted. We really truly do appreciate it, and we appreciate everyone that has afforded us that opportunity, all of our fans that have given us the opportunity to still be able to do that. So you're just going to get a massive resounding amount of gratitude from us as a band nowadays, because it is just flipping awesome that we're still here doing this. So that's my take on it. You want to add anything to that?
All right.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much. Next, we got One Music PH. One Music PH.
Hello. So,
Can we get this microphone out a little
Excuse us, very, very good coffee break. Where's my hand?
Hello, Ivan.
Come on,
Very nice to see you. Handsome today.
Do we know which microphone that is?
Chris from One Music here, thanks. My question is, could you share us some funny stories when you're struggling years, so to speak?
Struggling.
That's a bit of a oxymoron.
Strongest or struggling years? Throughout the years.
Great question. Thank you.
I remember when you fell through the stage, that was quite fun. Remember that on some of our first club gigs? I think your leg just went straight through the stage.
Yes, there was lots of. When we started doing anything together, we did under 18s discos and schools, and some of the stages were kind of just thrown together. And I think we've all fallen through a stage at some time, haven't we?
Yeah, but that was just a stage we were going through.
Good joke.
He's not even a dad, and he's got all the dad jokes.
Anybody remember the 90s fashion? Yeah. Do you remember what we used to wear? Because it's really changed now. As you see Ben in his, he's got his ankle socks and his joggers on.
That show,
Very comfortable
sexy
dad fashion. Very sexy and cool. But back in the day, Ben liked to wear cargo pants that we could probably fit 3 of us in. And I tell you, they were like, how baggy were they?
They were like parachute pants.
They were like parachute pants. Yeah, there was a strong gust of wind and he would take off. But we had a lot of fashion faux pas, a lot of the things that we wore that we probably wouldn't be seen dead in now. But it was all of the era. Although I am trying to bring the vest back. But it seems like I'm the only one in that. I keep saying, let's go throwback, let's wear vests again. And they're like, no, you can do that.
We wanted to grow curtains, but we just can't anymore. It's good.
It can, I think we could. It's just not that. Well, I guess it is fashionable. I don't know what the fashion is back over here, but like back home, all the '90s is very big now. I see a lot of people with curtains, a lot of people with baggy pants. So yeah, maybe we're just back in fashion.
I think flares are back in again.
I know.
That's the third time since I've been alive. That's all I've been alive.
We also went
Flares have
through.
been in 3 times.
But we went through a stage where we all wore flares.
We did the flared stage during Make It Good, the Make It Good album, which had Caught in the middle of it. We had stylists that said, yeah, this is what you guys should wear. So we were wearing these flares. And I mean, Ben, you were really young. I mean, we were too young to be wearing that stuff. It wasn't really right for our generation. I always thought we looked a bit funny, but it's now back in fashion. I've got another funny story for you. I don't know if we probably have told this before, but we were on a train back from a big concert that we were doing. We were on the way to a next concert. We were on the train, and we were told, we were alerted that the Prime Minister of Britain was on the train with us. So that at the time was Prime Minister Tony Blair, and he actually came into our carriage and came to speak to us. And he said, it's kind of lucky that you're here because we've just been told, I'm not going to do a Tony Blair impression. He said, we've been told that there are a lot of fans waiting for you guys at the station where we need to get off. So you could give us a handy little diversion. If you get off first, all the fans will come and run over to you, and then we can just disappear, without any attention. That was the idea. And he also told us that his sons were fans and that we were going to give them a CD.
We signed autographs.
We were like in absolute awe that Tony Blair had come up and said hello to us on the train. And then we were looking at, the train was coming to a stop, and we go, oh, that's amazing, Tony Blair.
We were all on our phones telling our families who we just met. That was
and then we see Tony Blair getting off the train, and all the fans are going, oh, Tony Blair. And we realised that we didn't get off the train. We were so kind of caught up in the moment that we forgot to get off the train.
I just remember our security detail on the outside like this. They had to drive to the next city to pick us up. And we weren't that great of a diversion, really.
Yeah. Well, as they say, you had to be there.
Yeah. Great story.
Great story.
Great long story, Mark.
That's right.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Mom Music PH. We've got IFM 93.9, RMN. I know that you're here. Yes, please.
Are you sure you're from there?
Hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon. So, as you said, you have like 1,500 concerts that you've done. No? But do you have any pre-show rituals before going on stage? During the concert? Like, what do you usually do when you conduct concerts?
We give each other a hug, but we just mainly chill out. It's quite a relaxed backstage area that we have, mainly because we've been doing it for so long and we're so used to doing it. It's sort of just, us getting on stage is obviously an amazing thing to do, but it's just like second nature. So we're quite chilled, just sitting around.
Ben actually has a routine he always has to do right before we go on stage, don't you, Ben?
Oh, that's true actually. I have to pee just before I go on stage, otherwise it's in my head. You know when you don't really need to pee, but you think, oh, maybe I need to pee?
No. Think yourself into needing to pee.
So when they hit play on the intro video, I have to go for a pee, otherwise the whole gig is ruined. And I have to go for a pee.
Any time you're off the stage, you have to do it. And that's been from day one. His ritual. That's one thing that stood the test of time. That even lasted longer than his curtains.
But I think we'd rather go with the hug on stage. and rather than having a whole section about Ben.
But you know what? We've never combined the two. Perhaps we need to have a hug while I pee to give me some moral support.
Yeah, it's a good, decent, wholesome people over here. So let's move on from that. We absolutely do give each other a group hug, and it's a really important.
Hug them while you pee. Maybe that's what we should have called the song.
Determined.
Just be sure.
Hug them in the can.
While you pee. Yeah. Sorry, that was a long section.
Group hug.
Very good. It makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I heard that Philippine Concerts is here. Philippine Concerts. Thank you so much.
Hi, welcome back.
Hello, good to be back.
My question is, what's your favorite song to perform live and why?
Ooh, I think we probably all have different. I really like performing Like a Rose because it's the best song ever. And I don't know, like I sort of have an opportunity to sometimes, you know, if it doesn't look too scary down there, I jump into the audience and see people, or we get a girl up on stage, or, you know, there's a bit of interaction going on there. But there's quite a lot of our songs that we do interactively. What's yours?
Well, because we've been doing all these songs for so long, I love it when anything changes, or you have to do something different, or you have to think on the fly and change things up. But we've actually, we're really fortunate when we come to this part of the world. A lot of our other songs are hits that aren't hits in the UK, so we get to perform songs like Walking in the Rain. I can't remember when we last performed that in the UK, a long time ago, probably 20 plus years.
So I love, we did it on our last tour in the UK, but we'll forget that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. We had a big tour in the UK called the A-Game Tour, where we actually did Walk in the Rain. It went down very well there. But another song that we don't do so much, One Last Song, I love performing on that. I don't even sing much on that, but I just love performing the song, playing it. It's a great tune.
I think one of my favorite songs is One More Try. I love performing that, I love playing the guitar.
We should just have a sing-along. Yeah. I don't know.
What song do you want us to? You like to hear us sing?
One last song. Waiting for Daylight.
Oh, you my girl.
Be my girlfriend.
That's pretty cool, because that song wasn't released as a single in the UK. So we didn't know it was released as a single out here, and we were backstage, this is 15, 20 years ago, and the record company was backstage saying, where's my girlfriend song? Like, what song? We literally had forgotten it. Absolutely, and none of us knew the lyrics, and it's one of my favorite stories because I had a mini disc player with a demo of it. And I was sitting backstage right before we go on stage, and the band didn't know the song or anything, trying to memorize the words. And so we get on stage, and I get the first line, the first verse, "Hey, can you see the sun again?" And then, boom, I couldn't remember anything else. And then I do, but there's a little trick that artists do when they forget lyrics. They go, "Come on guys, help me out." And the audience sang from line to the rest of the song, and it was like goosebumps. So I really love that.
We're going to recreate that moment now. So, aching to see the sun again.
Aching to see your eyes, to see how they shine.
And it was just like that when we did it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The whole audience of 7 sang it. That was maybe we should do it. If you would be my girlfriend,
then I would be in heaven.
All 10% of
And
you.
I would do everything I said in my head and sing if you were my girl.
Right, we should add that in. We're not doing
You were
it.
my girl.
What you got to do if you were my girl? Come on.
We weren't going to do that in this year, so because of you, we might have to do it now.
but we do have these fantastic sound check parties that we do before the main concert, where we get to interact with our fans, answer questions like we're doing here now, and also do some songs that we aren't doing on the main show. So we will add If You're My Girl to the sound check party.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hey Paul, you didn't say which song you like to sing. Go.
I like to sing.
I was going to say perform, and then it turned into sing.
Singing songs are my favourite thing. And one song I like to do, especially over here, because we don't get to do it a lot back home, is Living the Dream.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite songs. Yeah, she knows it. You go, girl. Very good.
All right, so thank you so much. Soundcheck Manila. Soundcheck. She's the girl.
Sound check, let's go.
The mic sounds nice, check 1.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Can you hear you up?
Yeah. So Mark, I interviewed you during the pandemic via Zoom to promote your new single. So yay! So nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
I think I've been at every press conference since you guys came here, and it's always super duper fun. So thank you guys for being so fun and nice.
Thank you.
And Learn to Fly actually helped me when I was going through a really rough time in my career. So It's really, really special, a special song to me. Do you have any songs that are like have a personal meaning to you and really, really special, and which one are those? Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you for mentioning Learn to Fly. To answer your question, that's one of the most special ones to me, because when I was growing up, I was bullied in school, and so I always felt a little bit on the outside. It wasn't so much the physical bullying. It wasn't, it happened to, I was locked into cupboards and pushed into the toilets and that kind of stuff. But the one thing that hurt the most was when I didn't feel included. When there was a party in my hometown and everyone in my class was there, but I wasn't invited, those kind of things. So the song to me was actually about how I look at my life in order to go through the hard times. The way I looked at my life was as a story, as a book. And there are no great stories that just start out with the main character wins the lottery, finds the love of his or her life, and then they live happily ever after. That's a boring story. All the greatest stories in life, maybe they have, all the greatest stories in life, they have like a bad guy, and maybe it's not until like the final chapter that the good wins in the end, and that kind of stuff. And I looked at my life like that, and I realized if I don't keep reading the story, if I don't keep writing new chapters in my life, I might miss out on the best thing of the whole story. It might be in the next chapter that I win the lottery or find the love of my life or anything. So that's what I keep telling myself. I need to keep turning the pages and seeing what happens next, because I don't want to miss out on the best thing. And that's the message. It was kind of a song to encourage myself to keep going. And that's one of the great things about songwriting, is that we try to write songs for ourselves that make us feel something profoundly, and our hope is that someone else might feel those emotions as well. So when you tell me that it helped you, that song, it just makes me extremely happy.
Yeah, I was crying during the last concert. Yeah, but thank you so much, guys. So my next question is, the Philippines is so close to your heart. You always say that. What are some of your most memorable moments here? Thank you, and that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I took a visit to Boracay last time we were here, and I went to another island called Ginto Island, which was lovely. I actually got engaged on Ginto Island. And yeah, that was probably what I remember, one of my fondest memories, other than the concerts, obviously. And the amazing press conferences, that's my favourite part, of course.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we got also 103.5 K-Light.
K-Light.
Yeah, K-Light.
What kind of light?
With a light here. All right.
Hi guys, my name is Ali. I'm from 102.5 K-Light. I just want to say welcome back to the Philippines.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back. And as you guys already know, the Philippines is home to a lot of talented musicians. And for sure, A1 has definitely inspired a lot of them, of course. So, being a band that is celebrating their 25th anniversary already in the music industry, what advice can you give the aspiring artists who want to stay as solid as you guys?
Wow, that's a really good question. And in some ways, we probably can't give a lot of advice to young and aspiring artists these days, because it's a completely different landscape and things have done so completely different, and it's much more social media focused and driven, and I think we could probably learn a lot from artists these days about how to connect with audiences, but one thing that we do have is that longevity and that experience that you learn from having done this for so long. So the most important thing that I would say as advice would be to really work on sustaining good, strong relationships within the band, dealing with everything you need to deal with, especially some of the bigger bands over here, bands like SB19 and stuff, where you've got quite a lot of members in the band. It's very hard to keep everybody on a level where everybody's happy and everybody's content and fulfilled. Being in a band, it's your moods are in different places at all different times. So what I would say to any up-and-coming band is just over-communicate. Over-communicate how you feel. Don't under-communicate, Because if you under-communicate, there's so many things left unsaid, and then resentment builds up, and then things are unsaid, and then things blow up and fall apart. So the best thing you can do is over-communicate feelings, work on your relationships, and also just enjoy it. Enjoy every moment, and don't take anything for granted. Don't think it's going to be here forever, because you have a lot of bands that are here today, gone tomorrow. We're very fortunate. We're one of the fortunate ones, but I could probably name you 20 bands now that were around when we were around that aren't doing this anymore, unfortunately. So best advice, over-communicate within the band, enjoy yourselves, and just focus on those relationships.
And eat your vegetables. Very good for you.
Thank
I heard that Reggie is a fan. Reggie, can you sing a tune before your question? Like a tune?
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. By the way, before the question, I have a little trivia. I didn't take my final exam during my senior high because I went to Mega Mall to watch you guys. Yeah, 2021. And by the way, my question is, as we celebrate, or you celebrate our 25th year as AY, Ben, Mark, and Christian and Paul, what is your message or advice to your younger self?
Absolutely, I know exactly what I would say. I would say, be present in the moment and enjoy it. And that's what we try to do now. This time around, now that we've grown older, I really take a moment for myself on stage every night and appreciate and I'm grateful for the fact that I'm still doing what I love. This is my jobby, both my job and my hobby. And I love being here, and I love the fact that 25 years later, after we wrote some of these songs, Stuck in Our Little Heads, on the other side of the planet, there are people who like and appreciate what we do, and that's just amazing. So just being present and being grateful, that's the advice.
Probably the same for all of us on that. I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
I'd also say take more personal photos, because we've got so many things you don't remember.
That's true.
Oh gosh, this is my first time. Can I join you? Kapal na mukha ako. Anyway, hi guys, I would like to introduce myself. I'm DJ Rakitera of Vlog Radio Manila. So I was sent by our company. So actually, I'm
Don't milk.
I'm so speechless right now. But anyway, I'm DJ Rakitera of Vlog Radio Manila. It's so nice seeing you up close and personal. I'm so happy that I'm doing this for our company. I think I'll be so happy for the next 25 years of my life.
25, what happens on the 26th year? You're just not happy anymore?
Not happy anymore. Yeah. But anyway, just recently, you guys released a single, Call Me When You Land. So, my question is, who would you like to call when you land, and why? And why not me? Can I give my phone number to you guys?
We don't have your number. That's why we can't call you, unless we just call out. I mean, what's your name again?
It's DJ Rakitera.
DJ Rakitera! What is it?
Rakitera.
Rakitera. DJ Rakitera! So we'll do that next time. Next time we'll... There you go. That's what we're going to do after every plane journey from now on.
Oh, thank you.
And also, like the song in the lyrics is hug them while you can. So while you're here, I can hug you. That was a nice hug. That was good. We do that all the time now. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. But still, it's a privilege that you get that hug from me too.
I know, I'm privileged. I'm never going to wash ever again.
Yeah, but that's a personal question. I mean, I want you guys to answer it individually. So who would you like to call, and why would you like to call that person?
Probably call my wife.
Me?
I don't know if you're my wife.
Yes, I can be a friend of yours.
Huh?
I can be a friend of yours.
You can. Yeah. Well, we are. We're great friends now. We're solid friends for the next 25
You're
years.
gonna be friends with A1.
You are. Best friends.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Mark?
How about you?
I would, I'd call my mum and dad. You know, as you get older, my parents obviously are of an age now where I want to really cherish every single moment I get with them. So I'm also very fortunate to live very close to them. I just live around the corner from my parents now. So yeah, I would call on them and check to see how they're doing every chance I get. So.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. How do you-
I have a 6-month-old daughter, so I call my wife to speak to my daughter.
So I was saying that Ben's sentiment really, I'd call his wife.
She loves those calls. Really great.
Yeah, but thank you for answering the question. But I still have one more question because I'm representing also 96.3 Easy Rock. So the next question would be, alright, music artists or groups have been doing collaborations with other artists, collaborations. How about you guys? Do you have any plans of collaborating with other artists? And who's your top of mind?
I don't know if we've got any specific plans. There's some great...
Can I just interrupt you for a minute?
You can.
I really want to collaborate with this band that have become quite a sensation called Subwoofer.
Oh,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, but they would never. Yeah, no, I was in a very weird band, or I am in a very weird band, where I dress up like a yellow wolf and we sing a song about saving your grandma by feeding wolves bananas. So go check it out. It's on YouTube somewhere.
See if you can make it happen.
Yeah. I'll see if I can. But we did actually do a collaboration with an artist called Morissette over here.
Morissette Allen.
We did like a Christmas single with her, and we did like a Rose online. There's a bunch of bands that do.
I honestly, I love the music of Ben and Ben. I think they're a fantastic band, and I know you'd like to be with Ben and Ben, so it's Ben and Ben and Ben. But that's a little bit too much Ben. But apparently you say you can't, but I can tell you can. Sometimes Ben is too much. But Ben and Ben and A1, I think musically are a really good fit because they've got a great acoustic rock, eclectic, mature sound, and we've certainly matured with our music now, so I think that would be a great fit. I'd love to say SB19, but they're a bit young for us now. They're doing their thing, but I think A1 and Ben and Ben would be awesome.
You could call yourselves Boys to Ben.
Boys to Ben. Boys to Ben. What a great.
Yeah, but
yeah, maybe. We'll ignore that one. No, we won't call it that. It's something else.
Alright. Thanks so much for having me there. Thank you.
Round of applause.